Hello, this is Johnny Carson, and you're listening to Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. You know, the closest these two guys have come to par was watching The Tonight Show back in the 60s before me. Hey-oh! I bet you did not know that.
Painted with Beatles sound.
Picture yourself in a boat on a river with tangerine trees and marmalade skies.
We all live in the Yellow Submarine. The Yellow Submarine.
Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. So glad you guys are with us. You want to call the show here? I've got Dave Schmanel in the studio with us. Slick Sticks, 805-598-9993 for clubs, grips, repairs, adjusting loft and lies, and also the Flight Scope.
Yeah.
The one and only. Take the Flight Scope Challenge with Dave Schmanel.
I'll tell you what, that, what's it called? The combine that it has available is really cool.
Yeah.
If you want to see what your game is doing.
And we're going to get that up at
Pretty-
Paso Golf Club, too. You got me.
Pretty
I got to have
amazing. It is just...
The technology, and Jim DeLobby's in the studio, by the way, as well, PGA Professional, JimDeLobby.com. And Jim was talking about the, what was it?
TrackMan.
The TrackMan
New
doing
stuff.
the new, like, almost like a drone shot from the top.
No, I think it's I just read it in the PGA Magazine. It's in the shop, and it has wireless to your phone. So you have to have an app in your phone.
Oh.
And your phone doesn't have to be, I think it just sits there.
Yeah.
And they can do all the TrackMan stuff at the shop and put it on that app.
Really?
They're seeing it in real
Oh,
time.
my gosh. That's really cool.
So they're not even having
Where's
to be
that
out
at?
there. It's just a new app from somebody in the PGA Magazine. I read it last night, and I'm like, oh, that's the way to do it. And then you charge for it in your shop.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's a great idea. Well, there you go, Jim. More golf instructors being replaced.
Not really. How you to read the data?
Oh, if you only
You know what
need,
I'm saying?
only need one guy if you got a camera
Oh,
going,
that's
you need
funny.
the extra set of eyes, right? It is interesting. I mean, I'm not trying to make. Sorry, I wasn't trying to make.
No.
it fun.
I get it. But I would like to counter that. But yeah,
We'll counter it.
I think that it actually enhances all the lessons dramatically. Yeah, I think it's they don't know what to do with that data. They can go online, they can YouTube, but nobody hardly will. It'll be like, low percentage, maybe 15%, 20 will actually go on YouTube or whatever to figure that out. It's our job.
Yeah,
That's more customers,
yeah,
my opinion.
that's true. Well, you could, and actually,
If you're on top of those numbers,
and
like
actually,
Dave is.
you could handle, if you have the video going from the shop, you got 6 people on the range, you've got the video, you actually could take your time to analyze that data for everybody and do it thoroughly and not have to actually be out there one by one, right?
Yeah, you can watch them from the shop and just as you as you're watching, you say, okay, who down there needs a lesson worse?
Yeah, let's go to the phones here real quick. Golf Talk Radio, you're on the show.
Oh, I am.
Yes, you are.
Okay, I have a question for Jaminski.
Oh, Shannon's. How you doing, brother? All right.
Okay, so at address with a golf club, what is it, like 61, 62 degrees with as you're looking from behind somebody? At address, there's that angle. But at impact, that angle disappears.
Oh,
And I know
the
you
shaft
could- you
angle
could
and the arm, right? The wrist,
and
right?
your arm, it's
Flexion.
like 60, 62 degrees if you're looking from behind.
I get it.
But at impact, that goes away.
Mhm.
So for years, you've been telling me, stick to a single plane golf swing. And you have at times when you've taught me, you say you have a 2-play golf swing and you're good at it, but you're not consistent at it. And so I'm wondering why it's not taught enough. Because what you're trying to do is return to address, but even when you watch the pros, they're not. So it seems to me that most golf swings are on a 2-plane, and I think if people just went to a single plane, and I've actually raised my hands up a little to where it's almost what it looks like at impact, and I just like your comments on that.
Great stuff. Because he's talking about like Mo Norman, who sits and then he just comes back
That's a
and
good
cocks
example.
it. He cocks it.
Okay.
Instead of this,
I was so confused.
right here, see that? See that
No, I
arrow?
understand.
Okay, it's flexion, right? It's flexion.
And
Go ahead, Dave. I want to hear your
90%
thoughts.
of the players, your hands do raise up as you go through impact. That's one of the reasons why at address, when you look at the lie angle of the club, you want the toe sticking up a little bit. You don't want it flat on the ground at impact because of most players' hands do raise up as they're going through the shot. And also there's something called toe droop, where the club actually not only flexes back and forth, but it flexes down because of centrifugal force. So
Okay.
So then let me ask you this, because this is something that, like the caller's talking about, which I've been in many conversations about one plane, two plane. I mean, many times I've heard it has to do with the body type and the person. Okay, so sometimes people may try to do a one plane, but they physically can't pull it off, right? So there's one thing as to why maybe to you, caller, why people can't or don't all swing one plane. The other part I have is if you are one plane and there is someone who's raising their hands up higher, like on purpose to be one plane,
then you're dead.
doesn't that, what you just said, Dave, if you've already got that natural centrifugal force that's raising your hands and raising that club at the impact position, isn't that going to hurt you?
It's definitely. That's exactly what you were talking about, though. The one plane is it's just for certain people, and because of the hands raising up, I really think it's for very few people because our bodies just automatically take care of that position through the swing, and it's hard to get rid of that move for most players. But some, their hands come right back at impact is where they started, and if you're that, one plane's great.
So Shannon, how has it been I mean, you kind of said how it's been working out. So
Okay, it's working, but here's what's happening.
Yeah.
Here's what I did something to correct just exactly what Dave's talking about. I kind of, when I take the club back, I kind of counter fall behind me, not to where I'm going to fall backwards, but I kind of fall back a little bit to that. There's a little gray area there where you fall back. And when I fall back a little bit after the top of my swing, I get ready to come down and switch weight. If I fall back a little, it works really fine. That's just something I'm working on because I'm not used to it. But there's a counter kind of fall that you do, and it clears everything out of the way. And I come in at impact because even baseball players, there's an angle they have, but at impact, both arms are extended. So I'm just trying to clarify, and for people that are listening out there, to keep that in mind when they're trying to learn this game, because I've been a student of Sensei Delaby for many years.
Thank you.
Listening, please go see this guy. He's one of the best I've done a lot of research and a lot of stuff like that, but I just want people to be aware of that, because if they really care about their golf swing, you can play around and try too much. I don't raise my hand like Mose does, where he's just straight line with his right arm or even his left arm. If there's a little bit of a bend, but I keep in mind when I come through that on my left knee.
Are you referring to when you get to the top of your backswing or the move you're making down? Or are you saying you're falling back?
Yeah, I don't know how you want to. The only way I can describe it is kind of, I almost fall back on my heels, but you don't go that far because then when you come down, the centrifugal force puts you way up, at least for me. And I probably need to get with Jim and have him look at me and give me suggestions.
This when you're going back.
I fall back on my heels until the backswing.
Okay, so then on your finish, Shannon, just real quick, on your finish.
Sure.
I'm just curious. This is just curiosity.
Sure.
So, on your finish, are you right-handed, by the way?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So on your finish, do you find that you're finishing more on your left heel with your weight?
Everything falls back into place, and I'm back where I kind of need to be.
I'm just curious. I'm just trying to picture this in my mind. Okay, that's cool.
I would.
I would even ask people to practice it. Take the club, put it on your right shoulder, your left shoulder, and just kind of fall back on your heel. And then, of course, you're going to catch yourself because you don't want to fall backwards. But and I don't know if I'm describing it right, but that's kind of the feeling I get. I kind of go back. and I fall back a little bit, and then it kind of helps me clear everything out of the way once you start your downswing.
I'd say, excuse me, I get with Jim. It sounds like you're making some extra moves that are kind of unnecessary and could make it more complicated.
Thank you for the compliments, brother. I love you. Thank you.
I love it too, man. You take care, and you guys have a good weekend.
Yeah, Shannon, go to golftalkradio.com, and when you get a chance, fill out the trivia form with your mailing address. We'll send you something nice. All right, buddy?
I appreciate it.
Free
You
lesson
guys
for
are the
me,
best.
too. For
There
you.
you go.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, JD, you got it.
Thank you, brother.
See you, Shannon. Thank you.
Bye, Dave.
Bye-bye.
All right, you guys want to call the show like Shannon did, 805-595-3776 with your golf questions. That's 805-595-3776. We're going to take our second break of the first hour here. Need to let you guys know that today at the today at Sea Pines Golf Resort, benefiting Special Olympics, it's going to be the Young Dubliners. This is
You told me about that.
2 o'clock to 6 o'clock this afternoon. Great band. It's Celtic rock. They're really awesome. They've been on Jimmy Kimmel and Good Morning America, just to name a few. Opened up for Collective Soul, Jethro Tull, Johnny Lang, Los Lobos. So, I mean, they are a very legit band. And proceeds of this concert out at Sea Pines Golf Resort today from 2 to 6 p.m. Go to the Special Olympics of Southern California. So if you want to call Sea Pines Golf Resort, you can do that, 805-528-4653. And you can also get tickets at eventbrite.com. That's event, and then Bright is BRITE.com. So that will be right back with more Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy and Jim and Dave. And
Bob and Carol.
maybe we'll get a call
Carol
from
and
Billy.
Mike.
You never know.
Thank you.
Yes. So we'll be right back. You guys stay with us right here on ESPN Radio.